Okay, good morning, guys. So I would like to brief you about this driving license process in Cyprus, Limassol. We are in Limassol. So what happens is that I came here randomly, and to this Cyprus Limassol office, road transport depot office. Before coming here, I took a social insurance printout. For that, I just sent an email, and after 2 days, I got a social insurance, email back. But also, you can go to Marina. There's a social insurance offices there. They can print you out. For that, also you need to take appointment. So better you prepare yourself. It's best that you send an email and you get back social insurance on your email only. So I was having that copy, and then I step into this directly to road transport department. So the office looks like this. The building is like this, So you can have a look. So here what happened is that I just came day 4 yesterday, and there was a form in the Greek language which I filled up, and there was on the wall also it was written in English, so I can understand English, and then I fill up everything. So somebody helped me also in the office also. So after filling that, I didn't know where to go then, and what is the next step. So I went to the next floor on the there I just paid €10, and the 10 euro was for giving a test for learning license. So there they checked my social insurance, 6 months bank statement. They checked my original like permanent residence card. And after that, then they gave me a €10 receipt, and that with the 10 euro receipt, I went for my learning license in the opposite side, and there was one lady was sitting. She helped me. Yes, then I went for my learning license. So she asked me a couple of questions. I was not mentally prepared, and those somehow randomly I answered. Some were clicked, some were not clicked, and then she gave me a paper. And with that paper, I came down, and for that I was supposed to apply for my this kind of learning license, and which I could not take because you have to take an appointment here for getting a learning license. So on the telephone, I told that on the telephone I cannot get reach to you, so it's very difficult. Please give me appointment now. So they said today is not available. You have to come after 1 week, but with some kind of request and some blah blah blah. And she gave me appointment next day. So today was the day. So when I came, they gave me appointment 8 o'clock. I came 8 o'clock, and I had my social insurance from social insurance. I have residence card, Xerox copy, passport Xerox copy, and any other document. Then a form which I have filled. And yeah, that's it. These things they asked, and I have B9 and then bank account statement for 6 months statement. So they were asking. So these documents they took and they verified it, and after that they took me €20 from me. I paid through my card, Hellenic card, and you can give cash or card by card, so that is not an issue. So but you should have €10 and €20 like this. You should have currency in that denomination, so easy to pay because they don't have change. So then I paid about €20, and I got she started putting all the data, and she took a printout. She asked me, verified my name, address on the paper. She took my signature on that paper, and after that she gave me this kind of printout. This is kind of driving license, and which is valid for 1 year. So I can drive 1 year on this driving license. Now the process, what I understand is that you have to do some school, driving school. And this driving school, you have to do minimum 10 classes. So in Limassol, I contacted somebody. He's charging €30, but per hour. So I think that is per hour. So we don't know that it will be 1 hour or 45 minutes. So 10 classes you have to do, and that school will book your permanent license appointment. He will take appointment for you. So then the process will start, and after that you will get a permanent license. So this is today's story. and then after that you come here and get a plastic card. So you can get a plastic card from here also, from ground floor only, from first floor, or you can go to service center also. Service, what is that? Social insurance statement where we get from that marina also. We can go and collect that plastic card also, driving license. This is what information I have. So this is a very short brief for Cyprus driving license test process on 7th of December last month. Today is 12th of January 2024. Now what happened in this period is that I started thinking on the first week of December, and then I went to the road transport department in Cyprus, Limassol, and I took an appointment, and I gave my learning license test, and that was on 4th or 5th of December. And then they issued me on 7th of December something paper, like driving license test, like this paper, and I will try to show you original also. This looks like this, some kind of this paper. So it's a learning license, and this learning license was given to me on 7th of December last month. And for this learning license, I will already brief you, but still in the short I will brief you again. And that on that day, learning license day, I went directly to road transport department, and I gave my oral test for the science and everything. And she asked me something, and she asked me about distance. And distance, far sighted means there was a car standing on the window. She showed me, she asked me to read that number. So I read the number from the distance on the car. She understood my eyesight is good, and then I gave my oral test for the science. And after that, she gave me paper. Then I paid around $10 somewhere in the same building on the same floor. After that, I went down. I asked to issue me this kind of this license. So they didn't give me appointment. You need to take appointment. So I told that I was quite busy, and I am trying to dial your number. I cannot get appointment, and please issue me a date where I can come to your office next day. So immediately they gave me an appointment on 7th, and it was like 4th or 5th of December. 7th I again went during lunch time around 8 o'clock morning they gave. So morning 8 o'clock, 8:30 I went there, and immediately they issued this kind of license, and it was learning license which can be used for 12 months, and it has a bike and car, everything. Two types of vehicles you can drive here, but I wanted it for a car, so I got this license. Then after that I went for a school to look where I can take my 10 classes. So that means there has to be gap between this license and permanent license. You should have a gap of around 1 month, or somewhere like 21 days. 21 days has to be there, and there has to be minimum 10 to 11 classes there. And I was looking for a school, so it was my bad luck that I didn't got a good school guy. So this guy I appointed because he was doing a lot of guys trainings in our company. So he called me up, and I wanted our early appointment. So he asked me to pay €50. So for early appointment, I gave him €50 in advance, so that he can book my appointment in advance. So after that, then I started my classes with him for €25, since I don't want to waste my time. And I started my driving classes with him. Total, he unnecessary took 25 classes, this guy, and you can multiply with the €25 per class. So it was like a big money which I paid, which was not necessary, 8 classes. So I was already driving so much in my life, so but this was not required. And this guy was talking like, you get always panic, and he didn't brief you, he didn't talk to you properly. So this is his card, Christopher, something like this, So this guy is an old guy, and don't take lessons with the old guys. People, they don't want to talk to you much, and they are always busy. He will always say that I am very busy, I'll not get time. This is the only time, this is the only slot which I can give it to you, and no more. He is busier than us. So better don't go for these kind of old people. First you have to analyze which school you're joining. This is very important. Because he has taken unnecessary 8 to 9 classes, €25 per time, and So that was not required. So okay, he was briefing. So this briefing was one time was enough for you, you know, or 2 times or 3 times. So this was taking extra money from me. So then this where I lost the money with him, and you know, on 31st December, 30th December, I was kept on requesting him to change my dates of my training classes. For 2 hours he was supposed to take my classes, and he didn't bend down. He was shouting and he was doing favor to me. Second thing, like this guy, you know, he never briefed that if you go for a manual test, then you get automatic car license automatically. So he told me, you want to go for manual or automatic? I said automatic. So I didn't knew that with the automatic you get only automatic car you can drive. You cannot drive manual. So I didn't knew about that. So he just said that I will not do it. You know, this guy, please, I highly recommend. I give you this number also, visiting card. Do not go with him. You know. So due to that, he just you know, started training me on the automatic car, on his own car. And this was first time I was doing all these things, and I don't have time to get involved in all these things. So he started training me on his automatic cars. 8 classes took, and then on same day, like on the test which was yesterday, he brought his car and he took another 25 euro and took me test drive. That was okay, because before testing, final test, one drive is to be there. So I took 1 hour again test. He started briefing me that that your car should stop immediately when there's a white line is there, when you are taking 10 left to right. And he taught me about how to back your car and how to show your images, you know, how to see your rear glasses and front glasses and that glasses when you're turning and all those things. And you have to the wallet parking he showed me. Then he showed me 3-point turn, how to make where you can do mistake. And when you are taking a back from the left side to back, making a car back, what thing you have to look. So when you are making a back, so your car should be all parallel to that footpath which is there. You have to see your left mirror, you know, left side mirror, you know. And then when your car is on the right side, then you have to see your right car mirror, and you have to park your car accordingly, and should come parallel straight. And there should not be no distance between your footpath to your car. So you have to see your handle of your car should be in parallel with the, you know, baseline of the footpath. So these were tips he was giving. And your wheels should get locked when you are taking on a T point or T junction, and your both hands should be on the steering. And first checks that when you enter the car, first checks also you need to check that you put your seat belt, you adjust your seat, you put your mirror and front mirror, you check. So this is before and start your automatic car. So this is the way, these are the checks he was trying to brief you, and you should also remember. And all the signs on the roads which are coming up, he was telling you about those things. So this was the thing. So then he got me early appointment on 11th of January. I briefed him that I cannot go to India, and I have to have this license in Cyprus. So he took me early appointment because I gave him 50 euro in advance. And then for that he has to take me early appointment. You know, I don't know how he did it, because he was saying that your appointment will be in July or something. What I understand is these all the schools, they always pre-book all these dates and slots. So when you go with the schools, they take their slots for you, you know, and give it to you, you know. Something like this goes on Cyprus, what I understand. So 11th of January was my final test. On the 10th also he took my classes, and 11th also he took my classes. So total 8 classes he took, you know, for 25 euro, you know. But there are schools which take 20 euro. You have to find out which are the schools. I don't know where. So that was now the process. What happened for the final test day, that is yesterday, that I went 2 hours before the final test. The test was at 1:30. So I went around at 13:30 was the test. I went around 11:30. And so now let's talk about duration. 7th of I applied for my learning, and 11th of January I got my final test date. So on 11th of January when I went there, 11:30, so mm, this driving school guy came. He wanted to earn money, so I already paid around $50 for my pre-booking, and then I paid 8 classes like $200 for 25 euros. I paid for that, and then after that he came and he gave me again classes. And it was important, this you should do it on the day before your exams. You do go on his own car and take a drive. So you should know that if you go for you drive automatic car with inspector, that means you will be get automatic license only, and the drive test will always happen with the car you have been driving with the school. This is what it is, right? So he came and I again sat in his car, and this guy, on the day of exam, the driving school guy himself asked me my documents. He told me that you have to bring social insurance with 6 months statement. I had some statement for the 5 months. He said it is not acceptable. You have to 6 months should be visible on the social insurance. You should have original passport, no Xerox. You should have a permit, residence permit. I had that plastic card. That plastic card I had, so I showed a plastic card, original, no Xerox. So and nothing else, I think. And these three documents, like this is a social insurance, looks like this. So it has a 6 month statement here, and then yes, your learning license also original is required, no Xerox is required. I took a Xerox also with me for my passport, for my driving license, and my other statement. So he asked me to get these 4 documents with me. So this driving school guy, he took all this, checked this and took from me, and my passport, my residence card, my original driving license, and social insurance. So and these all 4 documents, they don't take it, they just keep it with you. So so he took me for a ride all around, and in the cash also, this social school guy took cash from me 150 euro on the day of exam, that is 11th, and 150 I already paid him. Now he took me to again ride, and he explained me how to take roundabout, where to exit, and the instructor will tell you to exit, first exit, second exit, you should know left, right. He will tell you suddenly, so where you need to stop your car, and speed limit you have to see every time, speedometer you have to see, and then you have to also be particular that you are looking your mirrors every time when the inspector is there. So he again gave me a right and again briefed me, and you have to keep your ears and eyes open when you are with the instructor. So since I was driver, so it was not but natural, everything was coming out to me now. So if we talk about now, I came after the ride, and he took me, he also told that your indicators have to be there when you are stand still and you start your car. You should give an indicator and then move ahead, and when you are parking, then also indicator, and then you park your car. These are small tips he gave me. So then we came back to the road transport department, and we parked the car, and then he told me to come with me, and then Limassol, the second floor, I went there, and there you will there was a there was a lady who took my learning test exam. Also same lady put me in a bowl some chits, and we picked up one chit, and examiner was allotted to me. There were 3 or 4 examiners were sitting in the hall. So at that moment around 4 people were already there, and whose test was supposed to happen. And I picked up chit, and when examiner came, and I was with him, and then he started asking me questions on this science. Only science you need to mug up. So I mugged up all the science. So a few of the science which he showed me was randomly in that book. So that triangle which is inverted, and then bump roads and speed limits, compulsory signs, restrictive signs, and prohibited signs. So in every signs he took 4 or 3 very very important and critical where you get confused, so confusing signs he started showing me, and I just told him all those signs, speed limits where 30 or 50 kilometers above is allowed, 30 meters not allowed, junctions and junction with secondary, and then crossroads with priorities, and there's a blue sign with a one way traffic, and other way you are allowed, and other sign with a circular prohibited sign with where you have to give priority to the other passenger which is coming. So these were some of the very important signs which he wanted to know, and there's a gray, circular gray with lines there which says that all restrictions are over from this limit, and highway signs and highway closing, and narrowing of 2 roads and clubbing in together. So these kind of signs were very important. He just asked me, I randomly answered him all those signs. Then after those signs, he asked me about 8 to 9 signs, randomly. So 8 to 9 signs I read. He understood that I know all these things. So then he said, okay, let's just go for a test. And then in the meantime, he offered me some coffee or tea, and he checked my he checked my passport, he checked my learner license, original residence card, and he put all this data in his computer, that instructor himself. And then he was writing down also automatic car or manual car, and my name and where I'm working and all those things. He saw in my social insurance where I'm working and all those things. So, and then he was writing down in a piece of form all my details, and yes, I said it's automatic and not manual. But I really wanted to go for a manual, but because if I go to some other country, and in other country, if you want to rent a car, manual cars are a little bit cheaper, so you should have manual license also. This was my option. But this guy, Christos's driving school, this guy, he never allowed to have a manual. He went opposite to my choice. So that's why I highly recommend this school should not be taken up. This, yeah. So then after that, I went for driving with the instructor, and the car which I used for driving school, automatic car, I was sitting in the car already, and the instructor came. And when instructor came and sat with me, so I and instructor, we only 2 were there. No driving school guy was there at the back of the seat. So he watched that I look at the mirrors, I adjusted the back rear mirror also, and then I adjusted my belt, I checked all the basic things, and then I gave indicator and started the car. And released the brake, and in automatic car there's one button where engine should not stop. I pressed that, and it gave an indicator, and I started my car. And then on the way, I was just communicating with the instructor, and this communication was going on about general topics. And he was watching me, that he was giving me instruction, go left, right. He took me to junction, and from junction he asked me to go to Tudors, towards the hilly area. So I drive there, I stopped everywhere, I checked the indication, and I never made my speed more than 50 kilometers. So he was asking me to speed up, so I was just watching carefully also to not go more than 50. So even 30 is there, so I keep my speed limit, but I drive very slow, that. And he went to another same. The test is always happening near to the road transport department, only that area only. So if you need to practice, you can practice in that area in Limassol, near to that road transport department only. So he checked my back, how I do back from the right side of the road and from the left side of the road if I need to back my car. So, and as I told you, how is you to do. And then he checked my turning of car, which turning I did in 2 or 3 breaks. I turned my car fully, and without climbing on the footpath from the forward and after the car, So I turned it, and then I smoothly drove and came back to this road transport department. And from the road transport department also, he went to his office, and he just signed one paper like this, one A4 size paper he gave, and in this A4 size he signed, and some Greek language is there, which means that you have passed your test, you know. Yeah, so you passed your test. And this paper, when I brought it down, this school guy, he told me, now you have to get your plastic card. So for plastic card, I came down, I gave my photographs, and I signed on one you know, digital pad. So I gave that, and after that he was saying that you take appointment to get your plastic card. So then he was asking to give 50 euros. So I thought it's something not correct. So I said I will take appointment myself. So I just took this paper, I came, and then I called citizen center myself in Limassol, and they gave me appointment on Tuesday. So I'll go there, I'll pay 40 euro and ask them to prepare my plastic card. And the photographs is already there, sign is already there with them, and this is a letter for driving test which I have passed. I'll take it to them on the city center with this pass certificate. Then for 40 euro, my passport, my residence card, these 3-4 documents she told me. So I'll just take it and I will just apply for my permanent driving license, which should come in around 2 weeks times, and that has to be also collected in citizen center, what I told. And otherwise we can take an appointment in road transport department. So now it's not required because I will take a department in citizen center. They said you can apply from here also. So this is all the process of driving license. So guys, you can go for cheaper options also. So total my time was like 7th of 5th December started, and 11th of January final test, and maybe 2 weeks more. So it will like 25th of January I will be getting my driving license. So it is like you can take 1.5 month time to get your driving license in Cyprus. And then total cost, you can say, I paid for learning license I paid 10 euro and 20 euro, so 30 euro for my learning license. Then I paid for school 200 euro for 8 classes, which is not required. You can do it in 2-3 classes also, and then you can carry it you know, as per your confidence, you know. So it's not required. 8 classes are too much when you are driving it. Just your basics you should know. And then 200 for that, 150 euro for official fees for taking tests, and 40 euro for applying your plastic. So total you can say I spend 200 and 200, then for like 40 euro, 30 euro, 230 euro, then 40 euro, 270, around 350 or 400, 350 to 400 it went from my pocket to get the Cyprus driving license. So this is what, guys, now I will try to brief you how I got and how I applied my permanent driving license in Citizen Service Center. So Citizen Service Center, as I told you, that it is opposite to the marina, and it's on the corner building opposite to the marina, where you have McDonald's and all those things are there. So you can find it on Limassol. I think there is only one service center, Citizen Service Center is there. You have to take appointment in Limassol. So I took an appointment, and I got an appointment after 4-5 days. So I just little bit told some stories. So after that I got an early appointment, which was on Tuesday. So today is Friday, so Tuesday I got appointment. Tuesday I went to the marina, and I took a lunchtime appointment, and I went there, and they asked me my documents, my passport. Since my passport was not with me, so I showed them a Xerox copy of my passport. Then I showed my permanent ARC, like my permanent slip, or you know, like card, plastic card that I'm residing here. And then she checked my this social insurance number, and she checked all the details there. And after that she asked my this driving license, you know, temporary driving license, and that then certificate that by this by the officer which he has passed me in the car test. So that paper also I presented to her. So these documents I presented, And then she asked me to pay 40 euro. So I got a receipt of 40 euros there. So 40 euro I paid for to get a plastic card for permanent driving license. And this was a process. And then after that, she took a printout like this and a paper, where this paper is like a temporary driving license. This paper is valid for 1 month, and where you can drive your car, and then you don't need a Indian international driving license, which I was using till now. So which is 1 year valid. So now I'm using this my Cyprus temporary driving license, which is 1 month valid, and it's a first issue. So validity, she has written me till age of my 70 it's valid, and I can use it in full Europe, this driving license, this car. It's an automatic car. It's not, I cannot use manual car, so it was I didn't like it. Maybe for manual car I need to hire redo the test for 150 euro again, and I can directly go and apply for 150 euro. I don't need a school. This is the information which I got. And then this manual car will be also added. Manual car I just prefer, because if you go to some country where you need to rent a car which is manual drive, so which can be cheaper, so you have a manual car license also, or some country, or maybe you take a friend's car which is in manual, or you're driving. So there can be different situation. Better you have a manual driving license also. So this is an automatic driving license, which I'm not happy. So let's see what will happen. But this is till the age of 70 they have given me. But in this after 10 years they have put a date. After 10 years I have to retake my photo and just update my photo, keep on updating after every 10 years or something like that. Otherwise this driving is permanent. So the total cost, you can understand, approximately 500 euro you spend, and you get a Cyprus driving license which is valid all over Europe. So, and then she said that this kind of temporary driving license which you get, this kind of license you can use for motorbike for 1 year. And even if this temporary driving license expires and you want to drive a motorbike or something in Cyprus, then you can extend this temporary license for motorbike. Don't need to take a permanent, for motorbike also. So it will be extra expenditure. Temporary getting is 30 euro or something like that, max at 20-30 euro. So you can get extended for another 1 year for this motorbike if you are driving in Europe or in Cyprus. So, but actually I don't have motorbike, so it doesn't matter to me. Maybe I will not buy it. So in future also I have no plans to ride a motorbike in Europe or something, or in Cyprus. So this is the information which I got collected from there. So I just wanted to share with you. And now when I applied this plastic card driving license on Tuesday, that date was somewhere on, let me tell you, I applied on 16th, 16th of January I applied. And she promised after 3 weeks you will get a SMS on your mobile, and with the SMS you can come in to Citizen Service Center and collect your permanent driving license anytime. You don't need an appointment to collect your plastic driving license. So you have to just come up with your residence card, and without any passport, without anything, and just collect it. No appointment is required to collect your passport. And the passport plastic cards comes after 3 weeks of date of your application, or when you pay 40 euro to Citizen Service Center. This, I believe, 40 euro you can also pay in the road transport department also. You can take appointment there also, and there also you can do it. But it was not convenient for me to travel from my office to that place. But Citizen Service Center was convenient because it was planned, and you can plan it and you can go there. So this was, I have done it. So you can have different options. Everybody has different choices and different things, but these are the standard. This is what I believe. So cheers guys, and do like my video and subscribe. Thanks if this information helps you. So nothing like that. For this I was creating a video. Thank you guys. Thank you.